This is a Thunder Game Report.
I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena, where the Thunder beat the Minnesota Timberwolves tonight, 113-103 behind a triple-double from Kevin Durant, his fourth career triple-double, and he just barely missed a triple-double plus 5 and 5. Durant ends up with 32 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds, 4 steals, and 4 block shots. Also a big night tonight from Reggie Jackson and Jeremy Lamb. The bench came up big. Minnesota shot 60% in the first quarter, but end up shooting less than 42%. And when a team shoots less than 42%, the Thunder are now 43-1. Let's hear from head coach Scotty Brooks, also Jeremy Lamb, and the triple-double man, Kevin Durant.
Well, it was another good team effort. I thought the defense in the second half was outstanding. We were getting into the basketball. We weren't giving up anything easy. And then we took care of the basketball in the first half. We were throwing that ball all over the floor. I think we only ended up with 4 or 5 turnovers in the second half. So many good performances. I thought the bench came in and did a good job. Reggie, obviously, he had a good game going offensively, but the defense of Reggie, Fish, Jeremy, Nick, and that group, Serge and KD, when they're there together, really turned that game around defensively. I think they only scored 4 or 5 points in the first 4 or 5 minutes of that fourth quarter.
Scott back here, Darnell Mayberry back here, Oklahoman. Normally, nobody needs to give you any more reason to play Derek Fisher, but then you took him out midway through the fourth when he was really setting the tone with his defense on Kevin Martin. Why'd you do that?
Because I knew if I did not do that, I would read what you're going to say about him in the paper tomorrow morning. I played him too many minutes, so I'm trying to help myself. No, that's just part of it. You know, I have a lot of faith in a lot of our guys coming in there and stepping up and playing big minutes. I thought his minutes were good. He really changed the way Kevin Martin was thinking. And it was just from sheer determination. It wasn't nothing else other than just determination, not letting him score. And I told him, no reds, no switches. You're guarding him. I don't care where he goes, you're guarding him. He did a great job.
Before he got on him, sorry, Gallo. Before he got on him, what was he doing that was so difficult for you guys to defend, Kmart?
Well, we saw him all last year. He has one of the quickest first steps in basketball. And he gets to that spot, and he's offensive-minded. And he shoots the three, so you have to really be able to get into his shot because he has deep range and he has a quick first step. And I thought he had his way in the first 2.5, 3 quarters, and I thought we did a better job in the second half.
Coach Nick Gallo, ThunderDynamite.com. Why were Reggie and Jeremy particularly able to be so effective tonight and kind of spurring that second half run?
Well, I thought we had good, and our offensive sets were good for that group. We have good spacing. Nick sets great screens, and we have 3-point shooters all over the floor with Fish, KD, Jeremy, and Reggie has opportunities to drive. That's why the lane is open, because they have to stay home on our shooters. And Reggie does a good job. If he doesn't have the layup or the opportunity for the roll, he has the guys kicking out, waiting for 3-point shots.
Anthony Slater, Oklahoman. You've been trailing enter in the fourth 5 times this year at home, won all 5 games. What is it about this team, this quarter, in this building?
Love Loud City. They keep us going. The crowd's great. You know, we got a great crowd that our players don't want to let down. You know, it's as simple as that. We're very comfortable playing at home. But we're a good team. We can play possession by possession. It always gives us a chance, whether it's in our building or on the road. I thought it was a great team effort tonight. I mean, I mentioned probably 6 or 7 guys without mentioning Kevin's triple-double, so that just tells you that there's a lot of good team effort tonight.
Scott, Brent Weber, KOSU. You did go a long time without mentioning Kevin Durant, a triple-double. What does this triple-double say about him? Dozen assists in there and only a couple of turnovers, too.
Yeah, I think he had his turnovers in the first half. But Kevin is a stat filler. He can do it all. I mean, he has the ability to have large scoring nights, rebounding, assists, and steals and block shots. He's one of the few guys that can do that. That's what makes us a good defensive team, because he can guard not only his man, he can guard multiple positions like a lot of our guys. But he's a great player. He loves the game. He loves playing with his teammates, and he does a great job of finding them, getting them involved. A lot of his shots. He could take a lot more shots. He doesn't. It's hard to get him to take a bad contested shot because he's so long, but he feels like he still focuses on playing team basketball.
Coach Trey Hunter, SB Nation. Kevin Love started the game 3 for 3. I think all 3 were threes. And then ended up going 4 for 14, 1 for 11 down the stretch. What was the key to defending him and limiting him?
Well, I think the 3 threes were a mistake. One time we got stuck in at the free throw line. One time it was a baseline on a bounce in the corner 3 in the left side. Another time we were helping off from Rubio too much, and he got another 3 from the left wing. It's just too many. It's too many mistakes, and I thought Serge really locked in after that, and he made it tough on him. And then Nick came in and did a good job. We got 2 very good fours that can guard different type of players, whether they're inside shooter or inside scorers or outside shooters. But I thought we did a better job in the second half.
Murray Evans from AP. Any concerns at all about getting in these big holes and defense not really kicking in until maybe midway through the third quarter?
Well, you're always concerned. You always want to play tough, aggressive defensive basketball 48 minutes. But we didn't do it tonight. But we came back in the second half and made some adjustments and took care of the things that we thought were important. We have to play much better going on the road. 3 and 4 nights. It's going to be some tough places, some very good teams, and we have to do a much better job for 48 minutes.
Scott, are you seeing Reggie get more confident and comfortable scoring and taking sort of the reins with Kevin and Russ in there?
Well, I can play those 2 guys as you saw tonight. Fisher did a great job on Kmart, but Russell really did also a great job on Kmart. Russell can guard 2s in this league. KD can guard 5 guys, 5 positions. So I can play them together. I can play them separately, and I think with that's the flexibility that we have. We have a good bench. We have a good bench, players that know how to play, and they like playing together.
He looks like he's more assertive than he was before offensively next to those guys.
Yeah, it's you have to pick and choose your spots, but I think the key is just making the right decisions. There's times where he has the ability to drive and the floor is space, he has to attack it. There's times he has to pass it. And he is really developing that part of his game, of knowing, making the right decisions.
Just to talk about the win tonight and how you guys really got things cranking in the fourth quarter there.
I think our defense really helped us get on the run. So it was a good feeling win. Like you said, in that fourth quarter, we was able to clamp down, and so it was good.
The bench guys, again, it seemed like you guys are getting a little bit more confident every game. What's changed with you guys in the last 5 or 6 games?
Just being together, playing aggressive, moving the ball. Those little things really help get easy shots. And easy shots is what we want. We all can knock down shots. We can hit Nick and those guys off the pick and rolls. We can do a lot of things. So playing together, I think, is the biggest part of it.
Jeremy, how beneficial has it been to be home for these 2 weeks, especially for you younger guys?
I think it's been good. Road games are more exciting for me, but I think being home, we was able to use our facility, just take advantage of everything we have here. We was able to win some games and take care of home courts, give us some confidence.
Why are road games more exciting for you?
I've always liked road games since high school, in college, hitting a shot to silence the crowd, stuff like that. Hearing fans scream at you, I think that's exciting. So that's what it is for me.
Jeremy, Kevin's night tonight. What can you say about a guy that fills up a stat sheet like that?
He do everything. It was a real good game. He had a triple-double. That's huge. Got everybody involved, played aggressive, just rebounded the ball, steals, everything. That's huge for him. you know, to be a superstar and get everybody involved, worry about his teammates is huge. So that's great.
What stood out to you about the defense in that fourth quarter for you guys?
Just, you know, contesting every shot. We know they're going to hit tough shots, but contesting every shot, making them shoot tough ones is huge, and I think that played a big part.
When Reggie comes in like that, just hitting shots like that, having fun, how does that affect the rest of you guys out there?
Oh, you know, a game is a fun game, so when you're in there and you see your teammates having fun, when you're having fun, it just makes everything better. So seeing him, you know, do his thing, you know, that's great to see.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy. Really good fourth quarter defensively. What do you think changed on that side of the ball in those final 12 minutes?
Well, we got into them, we touched them up, and we didn't let them run where they wanted to run. We always bumping them, and we were physical. So, you know, we need to do that all game.
You impacted the game on all levels tonight. How did it feel out there for you?
It was cool. I mean, I wish I could have made a few more shots. I wish I couldn't, you know, I turned the ball over sometimes. They gave him some open breaks. So, you know, I got to work on that. But I think I was aggressive, you know, to score and to pass. And just trying to make the right basketball play. My teammates made me look good a few times while I threw some bad passes. But, you know, everybody stepped up tonight.
How did Reggie be comfortable offensively in terms of asserting himself with you and Russell on the court?
Yeah, he's picking and choosing his spots. You know, he's being aggressive in pick and rolls. And, you know, we always tell him just always play downhill. We don't want him, you know, dribbling into crowds, and, you know. But we want him to be aggressive going to the rim, and that's what he does best. And tonight was another example. You know, he's been playing well, and you know, we just need him to stay that way, and you know, he's gonna help us out.
How rewarding is it to run the table on a 6-game homestand?
It was cool. We just tried to take it one game at a time, and we knew it was gonna be one of the tougher stretches we had here in a while, and you know, we didn't try to look too far down the line, and you know, it was very fortunate that we were able to be home for almost 2 weeks and try to protect our home floor. So, you know, it was a good stretch, and it's time to take it on the road.
First doubles mean anything to you?
I'm glad we got the W. We came out a little sluggish on the defensive end early on, but they started off 80%, and then you know, holding them to 41% from the game, that's really big. And I think our bigs did a great job of frustrating the other two bigs on the other end. And, you know, we kind of fed off their energy.
Look like y'all took control of the boards in the fourth quarter. How important was that?
This team, you know, they thrive off of getting second chance points. And Kevin loves the low down there, so we just tried to help the bigs out while they wrestle with those guys. And, you know, so we just tried to help out as much as we can. But it was a good effort.
When Reggie and Jeremy can give you a spark like that, late third quarter, early fourth, how does that change the game for you guys when starters come back in?
Well, that's big time. You know, I think they're coming into their own and just being confident every time they step on the court. Jeremy Lamb is playing his role to a T. You know, he's being aggressive like we need him to. He's making shots. You know, so we just got to keep giving him the confidence, keep encouraging him. There's going to be games where he don't make shots, and it's going to be games where he comes out on fire. So we just got to stay patient with them all, and just keep feeding him. You know, if he's open, I'm going to tell him every time, shoot the ball and be aggressive. So, you know, it's on us to, you know, to pump him up and make sure he's ready to go.
Thanks, guys.
So the Thunder sweep their 6-game homestand. They're now 8-0 at home this season. That extends a record for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've never gotten off to this good of a start since moving here from Seattle. The team goes on the road now for 3 games. First up, Sacramento on Tuesday night. No practice tomorrow. They'll just meet at the airport and fly off to Sacktown. Keep it here on ThunderGameReport.com.